Hi guys, how are you? Today I'm here to talk about scholarship opportunities which are available for international students from developing countries, those who are coming from Asia, Latin America and Africa, and they are looking for opportunities to study in the United States, Canada, Europe, New Zealand and Australia. What are the ways do you need to go through in order to apply? On my channel, I've been talking so many things. I've been talking about green card lottery. But remember, that is lottery. So beyond the lottery, what other things do you need to do in order to reach your dreams? One of the things about this channel is very, very good at is talking about education, opportunities, especially how can you get finances, someone to give you financial support, financial aid to be able to pursue your further studies. And at this situation, I'll be talking about overall processes of bachelor, master's and PhD, and a little bit about postdoctoral, those who are looking for those opportunities. Again, in case you haven't come to my YouTube channel and today's your first time, this is Ernest Boniface Makulilo EBM talking to you from my home office here in Belton, Missouri, United States of America. Before I continue, I would like to ask you one small favor: to remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and share these videos to your colleagues in WhatsApp, into Facebook, emails, text message. Get the link and share to other people who are looking for these opportunities. So let's get to it. As I said, this will be a general video about the steps or the procedures one person can be able to take these procedures and be able to succeed. And I'm very good at explaining these kind of processes because I'm the one also who got these opportunities. For those who do not know, I came to the United States back in 2008 under the Fulbright scholarship. I came here to become a Fulbright professor, and I was teaching at Marshall University in West Virginia for 1 academic year, 2008 to 2009. Then from there, I got 2 other scholarships to go to the one among the very good school in California at the University of San Diego to pursue a master's degree in peace studies and conflict resolution. So then I got out of the scholarship. I applied for PhD. I got 3 scholarships, but at that moment I decided not to pursue PhD studies. So I'm talking things which I know how to go about it, and most importantly, to procedures which I went through myself to be able to do that. And I have books here which I've talked about scholarships, and some of these I'll give for free. This is Swahili book for those who speak Swahili. Udhamini Ughaibuni is a Swahili book. But this was the true memoirs of the scholarship guy, giving you the guidance overall on how to get a scholarship, whether it's bachelor, master's, PhD, in things of that nature. And this is the PhD scholarships for Africans in the United States. Even though I said PhD for Africans, it doesn't mean that if you are from Asia or Latin America, you cannot be able to use this one. Even Americans can use this same book to get scholarships here in the United States if they are looking for PhD studies. And I'll give the link where you can get these books for free on the description below. So without further ado, let me go into it and continue. So as I said, scholarships, we are talking about universities. So there are bachelor's degree or undergraduate studies, there is master's degrees, and then there is PhD degrees, and then we are talking about postdoctoral degrees or postdoctoral studies. So I don't say it is impossible, but in general, when we are talking of bachelor degrees, I usually tell people it is very, very difficult to get scholarships for bachelor's degrees. And I have a video which is dedicated to that particular topic and explain why is it very difficult for someone to get bachelor degrees scholarships in America, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and Europe in general. There are various reasons, but the number one reason is there are very few countries which uses, the countries which use English as the language of instruction for bachelor's degrees. And those will be the countries where the mother tongue of that country or the national language is English. You are talking about United States, you are talking of half of Canada, you are talking about Great Britain, you are talking about Northern Ireland, those few other countries around the United Kingdom, you are talking about Australia and New Zealand. But majority of the countries, you are going to Germany, you are going to Finland, you are going to all other non-speaking English-speaking countries, they don't use English as a medium of instruction into their bachelor's degree. From kindergarten to bachelor degrees, they are using their native mother tongue languages or national languages. So for that case, you will find out, when you're talking for masters, you will find that there are all these universities, they provide masters and PhD in English, but when it comes to the bachelor, there are very, very limited programs which are provided in bachelor degree. So that means you will find like a few countries which are teaching English as a medium of instruction for bachelor's degrees. So by default, the number of scholarships will be reduced. The number of opportunities will be reduced. That's the number one reason. But if I go very, very quick, the second reason we are talking about the bachelor's degrees to be very difficult is because the priority of these scholarships is to develop, to give opportunity for developing countries to develop. So bachelor's degree, for instance, in the US is 4 years. Master's is 1 up to 2 years, depending. So what if United States want to help, or one university A wants to help maybe Tanzania, or to help Ghana, to help Nigeria, to help another country? Why should they give one scholarship for 4 years for one student instead of giving 2 students to pursue masters in 4 years? So there are other those kind of reasons. So there are so many reasons I've explained, but I haven't said it is impossible. If you find in detail, you'll find some very few universities which provide these opportunities. Excuse me. So some of these universities, I've been talking about BEREA College. BEREA College is one of the colleges in the city of Berea in the great state of Kentucky. And if you want, I can put the link on this particular video, how to go to BEREA College and be able to apply. The deadline for BEREA College is this November, and they give 100% scholarships to international students who are going there to pursue bachelor's degrees. There is very, very rare to find those kind of scholarships. My apologies because I'm still very sick, so that's the reason I'm coughing, drinking water, and all those kind of things. So that is bachelor's degrees. So overall advice to everyone is, if you are currently in high school, while you are looking for these opportunities for bachelor's degree, start also continuing pursuing bachelor degree in your countries. Because of the limited number of bachelor's degrees, just get bachelor degree in your country while you are applying. In case you get it, you can stop and come to start, or you can transfer. All those kind of things can happen. But don't stop to continue to your bachelor degree by, oh, I'm waiting for bachelor degree scholarships, because they are very, very limited. But once you have bachelor degree with a good results from your country, there are scholarships, a lot of scholarships in US, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Europe. Everywhere scholarships are there. The only things you need to do is how to get them. There are no just these scholarships we are giving you because you are poor. No. That's why there are these books. I've explained the steps, procedures, how one person gets a scholarship and another one doesn't get. There are scholarships or procedures in Europe and in the US, vastly different. There are common, yes, in procedures, but there are procedures are different. And if I'll be happy just to give overall the difference so that you can see where can you be able to apply, why, and when. So first of all, when we are talking about these scholarships, we are talking about these scholarships for international students to apply. Usually is between August to December, most of the scholarships. But in a very rare situation, you can find the scholarships you can apply up to January, February. But when you apply, when are you supposed to go to start your studies? You are supposed to start your studies in August. So for instance, you are applying this year, 2020, October, November, December, or up to January. You are applying so that you can go to study in August 2021. So meaning if you apply 2 universities and you don't get it, it means you have lost 2 years. from this year 2020 until 2021 in August, then you will apply 2021 to go August 2022. So for that case, you have to apply as many scholarships or as many universities as possible so that you cannot lose opportunity just by applying very few universities. So when you apply in Europe, obviously, they want you to have bachelor degree with good results. They want you to have English proficiency certificate. So there are 12 certificate tests of English as foreign language or International English Language Testing System, IELTS. Those I've talked over and over about these exams. You need to take those exams, one of those exams, in order to go. Yes, there are very few universities which they give you waiver about not taking that exam. But if you are really looking for scholarships, take the exam. It is expensive. It's about $200 for the 12, 210 to be exactly 230. But if you want to take the English British Council one, it is about 300. So you have to take the exam. After taking the exam, then application, there is no application fee in Europe. In US, there is application fee. In US, there are other exams. If you are going for the law school, you have to take the LSAT exam. If you are going to graduate management programs, you have to take the GMAT exams. But if you're taking the non-management programs for graduate, you have to take the GRE, which is graduate record exam. GMAT is graduate management admission test. So you have to take all of those exams if you want to come to America. But if you want to go to Europe, it's just the English proficiency. In the US, is English proficiency test. In addition to that, you are taking the GRE or GMAT or LSAT, MCAT for medical, all those kind of exams. So you need to take those exams. You have to prepare recommendation letters. You have to get the statement of purpose. You have to get what we call some places they want sample writing. So you need to prepare a very good application if you want to succeed to get these scholarships. It is a guarantee if you have everything on place and you apply, let's say 10 or 15 or 20 universities, it's a guarantee you'll be able to get it. But if you don't get those, you don't follow every single opportunity, the requirement, you don't fill the requirement, like, okay, they want the recommendation letters 3, you are giving 2, they are not going to give you. They say, write a resume. You have to write a very competitive resume, not the resumes you are putting with your tribe, whatever you are going to put your primary education while you are applying for PhD. So those are the things you need to understand. So that is also when it comes to masters. And in PhD, the same procedures they usually apply, but there is a difference when you are applying to Europe or versus to America. Exams are still there, recommendation letters and everything are still there. But the difference will be coming if you are applying for the thesis by thesis, PhD by thesis, or PhD by coursework. For those who don't understand in a very quick way, in Europe, they do mostly PhD by thesis, meaning you don't go to the classrooms in every single day to go for the classroom instruction like how you did it for your bachelor or your master's. It means you are going direct to meet your university professor as your supervisor. You'll be writing and he's going to guide you. So your supervisor is everything. So application to Europe or to do PhD by thesis, usually you don't apply direct to the university. What you do, you apply to the professor. You are looking for a supervisor first. So in order to get a supervisor, you need to have a PhD proposal. That this is my proposal, and they'll use this proposal, just like 5 to 10 pages overall, I'm going to write on this topic, and this is my bibliography and just a few other overall concept of what you are planning to write, and then you are asking for a professor to be a supervisor of that topic, along looking about your resume and your recommendation. So if the professor agrees to be your supervisor, it means you have got admission to that particular university. But if you are applying for PhD by coursework, you are applying direct to the university, to the admission office, to the particular department. So mostly in the US and Canada, you apply direct to the university. In few situations in US or Canada, there are professors, they have a specific requirement. They are looking for someone to work on their research. So for that case, they can create a specific requirement, someone you apply directly to that professor. If that professor agrees, yes, but still you are not going to put your proposal and all other kind of things. But in general, in the US, you apply like how you applying for a master's. You just submit everything in the application, and when they admit you, they give you scholarship. You must apply to the university which says if you get admission to this particular program, to this particular department, you'll be given scholarship. So don't just apply just like you are applying. You have to apply to the programs which they say once admitted, you are guaranteed you are going to be given scholarships. So those are a few things I want to mention that you'll be able to do. So if you are looking for ways to get a scholarship, so this is overall how to go about it. But I have more videos for specific scholarships for the specific level or particular universities I've been able to describe in detail. So thank you so much, everyone. And this is about how you can be able to get scholarships, whether it will be bachelor, master's, or PhD, to go about it. So thank you, and remember to subscribe and to share these videos to your friends and family. Goodbye, everyone.